exclusive details that are coming in now on the India-New Zealand trade deal that is underway. Sources are telling CNN News 18 that the trade deal is in an advanced level of finalization. After 6 rounds of negotiations, the final review of core issues is being undertaken. And after agreement on these core issues, an announcement is likely to be made eventually in India after a nod from both PMs. Key collaboration in farming and farm technology with New Zealand is going to be part of this deal, making considerable long-term investment in this sector. Indian Minister Piyush Goyal has also been very hopeful that the deal is going to be finalized very, very soon. 6 rounds of negotiations have already been undertaken, but a final review of the core issues is being done. The review meeting was extended by 2 hours as detailed discussions on some sticky issues continue. But after agreement on these core issues, an announcement is likely to be made in India after a nod from both Prime Ministers. We're also learning that a New Zealand Trade Minister is set to travel to India next week, leading a business delegation, and he will also visit Mumbai and Delhi during that trip. What we can look forward to is key collaboration in farming, farm technology with New Zealand. New Zealand could be making considerable long-term investment in this sector. Core raw material could be sourced from New Zealand for paper making initially, but in long term, New Zealand, like Singapore, will make big investments to produce in India and supply in India. My colleague Anand Narasimhan is tracking the negotiations of this FTA very closely. Anand.
Good evening, Shivani, or should I say good afternoon. It's about 9 p.m. here at Rotorua in New Zealand, and the conversations have gone for long. In fact, they got extended by about 2 hours, 15 minutes, and that happens only when there is great headway that's made. And I think things started taking a turn for the right. Those 15 minutes, the conversation that lasted last evening, and we have exclusive visuals of that of Prime Minister of New Zealand, the Trade Minister Todd, and also Piyush Goyal ji standing outside the venue in Auckland and standing in the middle and talking for about 15 minutes. And there seemed to be some momentum, and today talks have moved further, so much so that they're very positive that they will be able to finalize this trade deal soon. Right now, the India-New Zealand trade is just about $2 billion, but Todd McLeay, while speaking with us soon after this event right behind me, this is the Gandhi Center in Rotorua, where there was a community engagement and where on the sidelines both ministers said that they are very close to finalization and the potential can go up way beyond $20 billion. Right now, China, New Zealand have a trade balance of about $40 billion. That's their book. And Bharat wants to match that very soon. From $2 billion to $20 billion is a 10-fold jump. And them saying that it's possible. And as soon as this happens, and significant levels of investments from New Zealand coming into Bharat, especially in farming technology, on processing food processing, and also with helping us with space tech, because New Zealand is also able to launch rockets, and their geographical positioning allows rockets to launch and get out of the Earth's gravitational pull faster. So that could help us with our Chandrayaan and our Gaganyaan. But more importantly, one of the sticky issues was dairy and opening up the farm sector. Both sides have realized that they need to respect each other's sensitivities and look beyond what is not possible to what is possible. So cooperation in sports is going to happen. High technology, sporting innovation, sporting understanding, the New Zealand prowess of their athletes and their sports persons, their skill, their training. There will be collaboration there. 100 years of playing sport together. That comes around soon. The first time a hockey team came to New Zealand was in 1936. So we're 90 years close to the two nations playing hockey with each other. Both nations got independent in 1947. So sporting collaboration will increase. Sports sciences, sports technology, sports methodology. There will be partnership there. There is also going to be partnership with filmmaking. There is going to be serious conversations on Indian film industry moving to New Zealand to shoot. So why just Lord of the Rings and not beyond that? New Zealand has shown, has great locations, unexplored and unseen, which can be tapped in by the Indian film industry, and advanced level conversations will take place sometime next week. In fact, the New Zealand Trade Minister Todd McLeay is going to come in with a huge delegation to Mumbai and to Delhi, and he's also going to address a trade conference in another city. mid next week. So there is a lot of, and that will be his about 6th or 7th visit to India in the last 2 years itself. So we can see the intensity and the speed with which this is moving, and it looks like this could be announced very, very soon. But sources tell CNN News 18 that the deal will be announced in Bharat. It will be signed in Bharat, but both the prime ministers will have to give it a nod, and it looks like they're all working in that direction. It's going to be significant to work this deal out. And interestingly, just adding this bit, that it's not just trade, it's also long-term investment. There is a geopolitical partnership, there's a strategic partnership which is going to happen. There is also defense cooperation that is coming in terms of the various ambits. So overall, what they're looking at is not just the balance of trade, but also how to balance trade along with investments on both sides. One example that was given to me is, let's say, paper making industry. Core is pine trees and the wood that comes from there. New Zealand can provide that. It's just an example, like, and then eventually, initially, Bharat can source from near New Zealand. Then New Zealand makes large investments to try and irrigate barren lands and huge tracts and grow those trees there. And eventually, it's produced by New Zealand in Bharat, but supplied internally to Bharat's needs, to meet Bharat's needs. So those are kind of investments and possibilities which are being very seriously explored, and huge steps have been taken in that direction.
Right. Anand, thanks a lot for breaking down all of those developments with us. We'll keep coming back to you for more.